You should be just as cautious about falling asleep at the wheel as you would about drunk driving. Boom! Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and click on the link in the description box below to sign up for the Tiger Fitness newsletter. Within a week of publishing this video, we will give out a $50 gift card to tigerfitness.com to one lucky person who does all of these steps. Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com, CEO, MTS Nutrition. As you guys might have heard by now, those of you who would search a video like this, or those of you who are just watching this channel, it really doesn't have anything to do with it because I have yet to see anything completely conclusive about it. But IFBB pro Sean Harris has passed away in a car accident colliding with a tree. Being that he was literally a week out when this happened from the Tampa Pro, looking absolutely fantastic, great looking bodybuilder, and from all accounts a really nice guy and coach. One can assume that he either lost control due to unforeseen circumstances, but I would like to take this chance. This is not clickbait. This is something that really hit close to home because I lost a good friend who fell asleep at the wheel, and his name was Lynn McAteer. And I'd like to first of all offer condolences to the family of this amazing bodybuilder. Again, I didn't know him personally, but I wanted to take this chance because I did know someone personally who fell asleep at the wheel. And I also wanted to just bring it into perspective how fragile life is, and that this guy leaves behind children and a wife. And my wife told me about this today. Again, I've been kind of disconnected this past weekend from the internet, and it saddens me. And I looked through his Instagram as soon as I arrived at HQ right now. And I wanted to go over my experiences and why you should be just as cautious about falling asleep at the wheel as you would about drunk driving. Now, I'm going to read a statistic here. This is from the CDC. An estimated 1 in 25 adult drivers aged 18 years or older report having fallen asleep while driving in the previous 30 days. That's just not ever. That's in the previous 30 days. That means out of every 25 cars you see, one of them has fallen asleep in the past 30 days. Think about that. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration estimates that drowsy driving was responsible for 72,000 crashes, 44,000 injuries, and 800 deaths in 2013. I believe it was 2008, and you can look this up. I really kind of repressed this memory, but my good friend Lynn McAteer, he was a sales rep for Europa Sports Products, and he actually lived in Burlington, North Carolina, and he was my training partner. And he was driving 2 days a week. He'd work out of Charlotte, North Carolina. He was driving there, and he fell asleep at the wheel. And he ended up crashing into a big rig. And Lynn was the most big-hearted, amazing individual you've ever met. Just his heart was just... The reason we started training together when I first moved to Burlington, I started training at the Gold's Gym. It was located where Super Fitness is now, for those of y'all who've been to Burlington, North Carolina. And I remember seeing this man, and his back was this wide. And I'm like, I got to train with that guy. And a year later, we're like, dude, you seem to train to hurt yourself. I seem to train to hurt myself. At that time, I was moving up the competitive ranks, and I started training with Lynn. And I remember I got a text from my old business partner, Mike McCandless, that day that the crash happened. And he said, your friend Lynn is in very critical condition. And I'm like, holy shit. So first thing I did is I called anyone I could. I called Europa, and finally he was still alive. Basically, he crashed into the back of the truck. First words out of his mouth were, how's everybody else? He didn't even care. Like, he literally was crushed, you know? He ended up passing away a couple days later. And this just brings me to the point that I want to make this video just to aware you guys of some steps you need to take when driving long distances. As you guys know, I drive from Chicago to Loveland, Ohio. I drive 6 hours, probably. Lately, I was just here. I just left Thursday, I'm back, and it's Monday. I make this drive all the time, and I don't sleep much, so driving makes me drowsy. As soon as you start to feel the least bit drowsy, pull over. There's plenty of rest stops anywhere you go. Pull into any parking lot, well-lit parking lot, a fast food restaurant, you name it. You pull over, and trust me, you will fall asleep, and in 10 minutes, you will probably wake up right away. You pull over, you recline that seat, and you take a power nap. Don't try to power through it. Don't try to caffeine it out. Don't try to turn the music up. Don't open the window and leave cold air blowing in. Don't try any of that stuff. This is serious business. To the family members of this man, I'd like to, one, extend condolences from, even though we didn't know you, I'd like to extend condolences to your family. And they do have a GoFundMe page, and I'm going to find that. I'm going to link it down below if you want to donate to the family, because they lost their father, dude. I mean, it's really hard to watch this, even though you don't know somebody. Like, I'm not saying we're bros. I might have seen him in passing at a show. I don't even know. I've been in this industry for almost 20 years. I don't even know. But, like, this is real people. It's real truth. This isn't a bodybuilder. Yeah, he was a great bodybuilder. Obviously a pro bodybuilder. Looking probably his best ever, you know, days out from a friggin' pro show, the Tampa Pro. This is a father and a husband. So please, if you can, I know we got a bunch of charity events going on, but if you feel that you have extra money, help the family out. And I'd like to raise awareness on drowsy driving. It's just as dangerous as drunk driving. You heard the statistics. It's dire. Guys, thank you for watching. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Donate if you can. Drive safe.